2020 has been WTF. Some of us lucky ones did get to enjoy the summer when many countries eased the lockdown restrictions. We were whining and dining again, and I even took a chance to hug a few friends, just like the old times. But now we're in the second wave, and the numbers are worse than the first wave. I don't see people panic buying, but the reason might be we're just numb from the pain. While we're getting to know this disease a lot better now, and some steroid treatment seems to be working really effectively, what we really need right now is a vaccine, so when most of us are vaccinated, we can protect one another. And yes, that means dance parties again! Maybe the bouncer at BionTech, Mr. Marquardt, will be nicer to people and let everybody in. There is hope on the horizon. One vaccine developed by the German biotech firm BionTech has seen a 90% effective rate. They partner up with Pfizer in the US and are now looking for emergency FDA approval. Since the FDA only asks for 50% effective rate, this vaccine has a high chance of being approved, and once approved, this shatters any vaccine development record. To save time, Pfizer has already started manufacturing these vaccines, and they think 1.3 billion doses will be available in 2021. Keep in mind that 2 doses are needed for each person. The European Commission has secured 300 million for the EU in 2021. The initial batch will probably go to the healthcare workers first, since they are fighting the disease in the front line and desperately needs to be protected. Pfizer and BionTech recruited 44,000 volunteers in their clinical trial. Half of them are vaccinated for 2 doses separated by 3 weeks, while the other half received placebo. And then they waited and waited for these people to get sick with coronavirus. They reported that 94 people out of the 44,000 got sick. And then they determined the 90% vaccine effective rate because most of the people among these 94 who got sick are the ones who received placebo, meaning the vaccinated people did seem to be mostly protected. In the regular flu shots, it usually contains fragments of the dead flu viruses. Because the virus protein still exists in these fragments, when these fragments encounter the immune cells in our bodies, the immune cells learn how to produce antibodies to kill the real flu virus. But that's not what's in this vaccine. This vaccine uses a new design. Instead of using the proteins from the dead coronavirus, this vaccine carries the genetic instructions for making the virus proteins. It is mRNA, the instructions, that goes into our bodies instead. Once the instructions are received by our cells, they will produce the protein and release it into our bodies. The protein then will be intercepted by our immune cells, and the immune cells will produce the antibodies. Wait. So it's using our bodies to produce coronavirus proteins? That does not sound good. But rest assured, just the protein itself won't make us sick. And this vaccine has also been reported to have no serious side effects. The only problem is we don't know how long the protection lasts because we don't have any historical data, so all we can do now is wait and see. However, this vaccine may shine a light of hope on other vaccine candidates too. If this method works, it means other vaccines like Moderna might work too because they use the same mRNA platform. Now, the biggest challenge in front of us is actually transportation and storage of the vaccines because they need to be stored at a minus 70 Celsius degrees, which is minus 94 Fahrenheit. It's worth noting that this is also an immigrant success story because the founders of BionTech, Dr. Sain and his wife Dr. Torreja, are both Turkish immigrants in Germany. Prior to BionTech, this couple already started and sold a company called Ganymede for 422 million. So they probably don't have to work if they don't want to, but they still both teach at the University of Mainz right now. And then they started a second company, BionTech, which focuses on personalized cancer treatment. But when the founders heard about the coronavirus outbreak in China back in January, Dr. Sain asked his team to start a project called Lightspeed to develop a vaccine for coronavirus. I hope this puts you in a good and hopeful mood. Maybe we can kiss and hug strangers again. If you're not hopeful,
I find your lack of faith disturbing.